Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Toy Photography Live. I am your host, Brian Carr, and I am here with my special host, as Dan. What's going on, sir? Hello.
I come to you live today from the beautiful downtown area of Cleveland, Ohio. Been here since Sunday. 3 days of work-related stuff. You don't even know how badly I was looking forward to tonight.
I know. I totally understand. It was like, yes, and so that's the reason why he's in a different scenery. So before we get into who all has arrived, because I'm seeing there's quite a number of folks that are chiming in right now.
Yeah, we had like 5 or 6 people that were waiting for you to fire things up.
Yeah, that is really, really nice to you guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. So actually, let's see. We have
Their excitement gets me even more excited.
Right. Right. We have Sneaky Figures in the building, and we have Darth. Hello, Darth Benevolent, and we got Bram. Hello, sir.
Bram is in
all the way on the other side of the globe.
Jesse snuck in.
60 Pig. Hello. Steve, what's going on? Hey, that's nice. That is
all
nice.
Right.
Oh, so glad you guys can make it here for right now. But also we have someone else that's here to say hello to everyone. Please welcome Miss Mandy. Hello, Mandy.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It's ace to be here. Thank you.
Oh,
you fools.
We've had a number of things, going on with a number of different guests and everything. And I personally have been wanting to have you on the show for a while. Unfortunately, we know you had to, deal with your injury that you had. So it's like, all right, I guess we'll let you go ahead and heal for a little while before we bring you in. And so
I can lift my arm up now and everything. Look at that.
Yes, that is fantastic. That's
in full recovery mode.
Yes. I'm so glad that you are doing better. It is absolutely fantastic to see here. And actually, I have some stuff set aside to show everyone on your behalf. So yeah. But before we get into that, because guys, we have quite a bit of things to discuss today. But before we do that, I would definitely want to give a quick shout out to the ones that are helping to make this possible. So first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to Jazz Inc. Dioramas. Still, they are currently taking the pre-orders for the Catwoman figure. This is a phenomenal looking figure. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer is just it's just absolutely fantastic. So there's actually 3 different versions of this figure. So you can get the one which is the clean version of the figure, or you can get the battle damage version of the figure, or you can go for a third option, which is getting both. And there's a special bonus. So if you pre-order both figures at the same time, then you will also get this nice diorama piece that comes along with it, which is, I mean, that right there, that's the classic line right there. That is a fantastic diorama piece that you will get along with your pre-order of both sets. You have to order both figures in order to get the diorama set. Next, we want to give a shout out to the ones that were responsible for really they sponsored the channel, but most importantly, they sponsored the Toytography Challenge, which we just recently have. If you haven't seen those episodes, you are totally missing out. You definitely need to go check those. But our sponsor of the Toytography Challenge was the Big Bad Toy Store. And I mean, if you're unfamiliar with Big Bad Toy Store, you must have just got in the hobby or you've been under a rock this whole time, because Big Bad Toy Store has a bunch of stuff from 1/6, 1/12, 1/4. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff that they have. You should definitely head over to bigbadtoystore.com. I mean, these are just some of the items that they have available. I mean, even with the Monster Force stuff that we had, I mean, this is just a fantastic spot. You can find all kinds of things Guaranteed that you'll be able to find it there. You definitely want to check there before you check anywhere else. So those are our sponsors that we have. Also, just want to remind you that the current issue of Toytography magazine available now. It is a phenomenal issue. We've actually had quite a number of issues sold already for this one. I guess a lot of people wanted that diorama build from Vasco Toys, and in the interview with Nutty Bacaz, it's a great issue. I was going to say, issue. Yeah, it's totally a fantastic issue. So yeah, definitely pick up your copy. It is available now. The other thing I want to mention to you guys is the next issue that we have coming in June. When that issue gets released, the previous June issue that we had from last year is going to phase out. That's part of the reason why we definitely wanted to have Mandy on here, because that particular issue, Mandy is featured in that issue. And so you definitely don't want to miss, getting on that magazine, because she gives advice on how to really work with just one light. I mean, because she does some I'm going to show you some of the stuff that she's done. Because I'm definitely, you guys just need to see some of her work. So we did an article with her where she is talking about working with just one light. So definitely want to pick up that issue. But the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is we are actually going to have a special episode of Toytography Live this Saturday. Mm-hmm. And the person that we're going to have for that special episode is Andrew Camera. And he is the one who's actually the one we interviewed for that June issue of Toytography magazine. So he's going to be here, and it's going to be just a fantastic conversation, because you have to find out about this guy's method as far as how he does his photography. Because he takes pictures of toys with animals. Mm-hmm. And they are animals that are in the wild. These are not his pets, okay? They're animals that he catches out in the wild, or not catches, but he watches out in the wild. He catches with his camera. But literally the level of patience that this man has for the kind of photos that he creates, it is just absolutely phenomenal. So I definitely wanted you guys to talk to him, to meet with him. And I mean, once you hear the conversation that we had with Mandy today, and then the conversation that we had with Andrew on Saturday, you'll understand why this issue is special. Okay. You would definitely want to get your hands on this issue. So if you are available 1 p.m. Eastern, that's 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, we will be interviewing Andrew Camera. He's going to be offering his advice on photos as well. So he's going to be critiquing some pics and stuff like that. So you guys definitely want to get in on the show. You do not want to miss that. So besides all of that, I'm gonna jump right into this, because I'm telling you, I'm super excited to have Mandy here. So one of the things I want to do right now is, Mandy, I'm going to show some of your images.
Thank you.
Because those folks who are living under a rock know who has not seen your photography. I mean, anyone who's part of the Toytography group at Facebook, you've seen your images. But for those that don't know those images, we can. I definitely want to show that today. So actually, we got some new folks. So that we have Jesse is here. Hey,
yeah, Jesse snuck in earlier.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And we have, this is Chris Craig. This is Holland Toy Flicks. Hello. Oh my gosh. We have Bob Dylan. Yes, I guess he was like, I'm not gonna miss this. And we have Maz. Oh, Maz, glad you guys are here. What do you say? Oh, she's my favorite photographer across the pond. Wow. So So I want to take a look. I want to show off some of your stuff right now, Mandy. So be prepared.
Thank you.
It's going to be just gushing over the photos here. So let me pull up some of your stuff right. These are some of your recent pictures.
Hang on a minute. Let me go grab a napkin because the drool is going to start. Tell you what, if you have not seen her work,
Catch it.
just wait.
Catch
Oh, there we go.
So take a look at this first image right here. This is one of Mandy's shots. That is a fantastic shot. I mean, now did you use one light for this one?
Yeah.
One light.
I used just a Godox AD 400. Just off. I think this one was in a softbox with a grid. Sometimes I use a snoot with a little grid on the end. That's what I use at home. At the studio, I use Elinchroms. I've got a couple of Elinchroms there. They're really old, but the light's beautiful and warm. But I'm getting to find how this Godox works now, and it's so
okay.
I'm getting the sweet spot out of it just by tweaking up and down with the light. It's like we've got it.
Okay. I mean, I absolutely love. Oh wait a minute. Hey, we got Mark. Hello, Mark. It's he, Ben. And we got Benjamin up in here. Hello. And who else we got? Whistleberry Arts. Hello. Glad you are here. Glad to see y'all. Ray C. And look at this. Oh my gosh. She must be driving home. I'm in the car. Hello, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Let's see who else we got. Gosh, we have quite a number of folks that are keep rolling in. We have Chris.
Hey.
See, nice. So let's see what's other image you got here. Yeah. See, I like what you do with these with the lightsabers as well. Your
lightsaber effects look amazing.
I have got a couple of CCFLs, but I broke one. But this one, just very, very lightly put just like a streak of light, and then just lift it up a little bit, and then make it more opaque.
But you know what I like about what the way you do your lightsabers is they're kind of like the old-fashioned way, because back then there was no reflection of light that came from the lightsabers. If you go watch the older Star Wars, they didn't reflect a lot of light. They were just the blades, and that was it. But it wasn't until later on we started seeing later episodes. Then you started like seeing the light that it reflect, but lightsabers weren't always like that. So it's cool to see. Oh, Docinator is here. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yep. We're not going to argue with that. We're not going to argue with that.
So this. I mean,
ooh. He's so handsome, isn't he? Look at him. Even with the glue in your hair, we still love you.
That's right. This is the artisan one, right? This is the new artisan edition. Yeah. And this is gosh.
I love that shot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone said to me it reminds them of an old samurai shot, so I re-edited it for them, and I did it so it was like I wouldn't call it sepia, but it was like brown tones and monochrome, but brown tones. So it looked like an old samurai picture, and then added a little bit of grain for him.
It totally fits. It totally fits. All of that stuff.
It's such a great figure. Oh man, such a great figure.
I'm glad that considering all the videos that I've watched, I'll just say I'm glad that your arms are still intact, because I've been hearing all the issues with this figure. So it's I'm glad that you are still doing well with the figure and able to bend the arms, and they're still looking okay. I definitely had to throw that. This was especially that dude right there, because isn't that one of your custom?
Yeah, I love Ezra. I loved him since Rebels, but I love Eman as well. And he's so lovely on Instagram. He always shares your picture and puts it on his story. And he's such a lovely, supportive guy. And I thought, but I love that custom. I've got various Ezras. I've got a young Ezra. I've got that's a different body than the one that's in the orange, and more sort of Clone Wars-y kind of mixed with modern. But yeah, I love Ezra. I love Rex. I love Rebels. I just
yes,
knew.
yes. Oh, someone's got a question already. So do you know if they've seen these photos that you've done? Have you? I mean, because I know you had comments before from someone else, but
Yeah, Rosario, apparently on International Women's Day, I didn't see it was on a story. She'd shared one of my pictures of like, like I did some portraits recently, the women of Star Wars, and she shared that because then I did like I put all 9 of them together just in a
oh,
collage, and apparently she put it on a story because somebody messaged me and said, "Have you seen Rosario's story?" But it had disappeared before I saw it.
Okay,
So
The
that
okay.
was
closest
pretty
I
cool.
get to ever having a celebrity share my picture is if you see this man, keep away from him. And
Yeah, see, those are some other customs that you got there. Yes,
I just got a
yeah.
lot of
I
really cool
just
friends that like my friend Barry repainted that head and then he sculpted the beard. Then my other friend Pete, who's like my brother, he painted the armor for me. He's brilliant. He paints models, hard rain model weathering, and he's just fantastic. He does
oh,
airplanes and little tiny figures, but he's amazing. And that little blaster mark was a paint splodge. And he said, "Oh, I just made it look like a blaster mark because And he's brilliant. And he weathers all my figures for me. He's ace. He's
happy
ace.
accident.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good saying. Yeah, yeah. As they say, that's a happy accident. That's right. Yes. Oh, all right.
I tell you what, he has got the most beautiful voice. He left me a message the other day, and I said, if I could hear your voice as an alarm to wake me up in the morning. And he recorded me a message, and then I saved it as an audio file. I didn't take this. I saved it as an audio file. It's just beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. Wow. Yes. My gosh, that is. I'm proud of you for just getting the arms up that high. Because my
Yeah.
is, yes, that is.
And it looking so natural. I mean, that's just wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, this has just been, I had to share just these great images that you've thrown in. They're just
Thank
absolutely
you.
fantastic. So creative and everything. So
I did that in bed last night because I couldn't sleep, and it's like, right, I'm just gonna do myself a little film poster, and I'm gonna imagine I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I can dream of this film. And
Well, she couldn't sleep because she was so excited about coming on the show today.
Oh, really? Yeah, sure. I'll take that. So,
I was a bit scared. To be fair, I was like,
yeah.
I feel really nervous.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh,
It is totally all right.
see, that's
Well,
this every week.
yes, since we're talking about the Ahsoka figure, I know we spoke a little bit before we started. So this is the moment where we kind of talk about some of the new things that we picked up the previous week. Considering the fact that we just showed your photos, I'll let you go ahead and you can start. You can show one actually what you received.
Oh, hang on,
Yes.
stay there. There she is. Look at that.
Yes,
Oh, this
that
stupid
is
camera. How do I
gorgeous.
make this?
oh gosh.
No, let's bring it there. Hang on.
Right.
There
There
we
she
go.
is. Yep, there she is.
Oh,
Wow.
it is stunning. It really is.
Yeah.
Just everything, even the base. I never use bases, but I actually really like this base.
Yes, it does look. I mean, the whole design, because I that's
There's
one of the
another piece that fits in there, but I don't use that. But because it just sits in the Moji case. But hang on. Yeah, the eyes. I don't know if it can pick up, but the eyes are gorgeous.
yes,
Really gorgeous.
yes,
And at last, it looks like Rosario.
Yes.
It really it does look like an ass. So
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull that image right back up here. I'm gonna so people can see her. Oh gosh, no, it doesn't want to.
I'm rubbish with cameras, aren't I? Look at this big hand. Look at the size of that hand. Mole scoops.
Right.
Anyone need the garden digging? I could do it with my hands.
I'm gonna put up these that one with her eyes again, because that's one of the things I
honestly, they
really,
really are.
That
Like,
is
yeah,
incredible.
yeah,
look at those. It blows
yeah.
my mind. Every time you get a figure, it's like, man, these sculptors and it just,
I
and the
know.
painters, it's like
I
so
mean,
talented.
really, that's the thing that got me into doing toy photography, because when I would look at the promo pictures for these toys, it doesn't do it justice when you get it in hand. So
Yeah.
it's like, no, you really got to see like the details in this. And that's the great thing about it, is that you can get this close and it still
Mm.
looks that good. There are other figures.
Even the little lines, the little laugh lines on
Yeah,
her eyes and stuff.
Yes.
yeah. There are other figures that look good from far away. And then there are some
And,
that no matter
and
how
the,
close you get,
There's one that looks good from far away.
right.
oh, there's some memories right there.
Yeah.
But,
I
and
lost
even
his engine.
that last shot, it could be a promotional still from the show.
Yeah.
The level of photography is so incredible.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
the lighting on it just makes her look so lifelike. I mean,
Right.
you could pass those off as photography, as actual
Stills from the film.
stills.
Yeah.
It's the closest I'm going to get to Rosario, isn't
Right,
it?
right. You never know. She may make a personal visit just to thank you for the photos that you take.
Right.
Do photos for free. Anything she needs. Anything she needs.
Right.
But yeah.
So
Also, Brian, this
yeah.
week I got this.
Yes, that was the other thing I wanted to take it. So you want to explain a little bit what that is?
Yeah, this is a 3-legged thing tripod. I've got a Manfrotto one, but this one was on eBay, cheap as chips, and I thought, right, I'm gonna try it. And the great thing, there's so many great things about it. It goes up to about 7 feet high. It so you could, like, up on ladders, and then it goes right down to about 6 inches, so you could be on your belly on the floor doing sort of macro stuff.
Wow.
It's carbon fiber, so it's light. Look, I'm doing an ad. Hey, 3-legged thing.
Right.
These locks for so you can adjust the angle of the leg.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant, because they just pull out and then you just clip them back in to lock them.
Yeah.
So easy. It's just brilliant, and there's so many adjustable. This bit adjusts, this bit down here, so you can drop it right down, lift it up. Just really versatile. Comes in a great little bag, and I've got an L bracket now for my camera, so I can just portrait or landscape. So this is from breaking my elbow, because I did everything handheld before, but I couldn't get this anywhere near at first. It was right down there, and I couldn't not do photography. So tripods are your friend. 3-legged thing. Get yours.
That is definitely. It's like you want to use tripods whenever you possibly can. I mean, I will say I do have. The only thing about mine is that it does not go as high as yours, so that's why I'm like a little jealous about what you have. But I mean, it's the thing that I have is.
That's beautiful. What's yours called? What's yours?
Let me see. Which one is?
Mine's called a Brian 1.1 XL.
This is
perfect.
Me Photo.
Okay.
Me Photo. But that's the thing I love about this one, is that you can kind of do the same thing, but the only thing that I can't get as low as you, which again makes yours good. Yeah. Because this one right here, this one you cannot adjust. This one just stays. But
this one comes with. Hang on. Bear with.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't just come with the one that's on. It comes with a little one.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Yeah, and that fits in the end. There's like a little zippy section that you can put all your bits and bobs.
Wow.
And if you liked it as a handbag, I suppose you could fashion it as a handbag and just take loads of sticks of rock, and you could take anything long and thin out with you, couldn't you? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I love things being as versatile as that. That is fantastic.
Yeah, honestly, and it is called Brian, so forever you'll be with me.
You see, You know,
she'll be carting you around
to say something like that. But it's also, here it is. The thing is called Brian, and I'm Brian, and I don't have one. So I have to go look.
But you have a me photo, so
Yes, you do. I'll tell you what I don't have. You have beards. I've got a beard.
Okay.
That's my Obi-Wan look. When because I've got a couple of lightsabers, and when I go out in the garden, I'll put a dressing gown on, and then just don't tell anyone.
Well, I did say I did buy I bought a Jedi outfit one year because my son wanted to dress up as a Jedi for his birthday one time, and our birthdays are 3 days apart. So I bought a Jedi outfit for him. I even went and got a custom lightsaber for him. And I wanted to get one that he can, bang, and it'll still take a beating and it'll be all right, whatever. So I bought the outfit for him. And so I had him like go in his room, and I was like, okay, go change and, put the Jedi outfit on. And so while he was changing, I was in the other room changing into mine because he didn't know that I.
What a great dad! What a great dad!
So literally, when he walked out, he's like trying to chest on the robe and everything, and then I walk out behind him, and he turns around and look and sees me standing with my Jedi outfit on. So it was absolutely fantastic for the two of it. And we went out to some spot and just took pictures like we were on Tatooine and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the only time where I have myself as a life-size figure.
But I bet it felt good though, didn't it?
Oh yeah. I have photos. I'll send you some of those photos later. You can
yes.
But yeah, it
was
not to be left out. My wife did buy me a Jedi robe for, I can't remember what birthday it was. So I do have a Jedi robe at home too.
Oh, nice. See?
I only have a dressing gown that looks like a Jedi robe.
Well, the next time we have you on, we'll all just have to gear up.
Yes, absolutely. I'll beard and robe, yeah.
Brian's over there going, why do I let this guy co-host?
That's all right. I will go ahead and I'll do the show, and we'll upload it, and then after the show is over, I'll take it down. So Dan, did you get something new, sir? What did you?
So while I've been out in Cleveland, I had to go do a little bit of exploring, and I did stumble over the high altitude, low opening, the Halo jumper for GI Joe the anniversary.
Okay.
So I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, I didn't bring my pocket knife with me, and so you can see he has remained in plastic till I get home. My wife did text me and tell me that I've got 3 packages waiting for me and notification that another one should be coming tomorrow. So Saturday and next Wednesday, I should have some more stuff to share.
Okay. Very nice. Well, I do have a couple of figures that I bought. I will say that one of the figures that I have is I bought it thinking it was one thing and ended up being something else. But at this point, I really don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm pretty sure I'll figure out something. Wait a minute, did I just see this? Did I see this right? Hold on. Yeah.
Yes, same as me. I have that.
All right. So for next week's TTM Live, everybody who has Jedi robes submit a selfie.
Good idea.
Oh God. Well, so I got this. I bought this figure because I wanted to put it with this other figure, and it turns out when he showed up in the mail, there were 2 completely different sizes. So I'm like, it's fine. I'll just deal with it. So the first figure I got, I don't know if anyone has seen this thing. As you can see it on the box, it says Sheriff, and on the back of the thing, it has like this one, which I don't know why it has a cash reward for a sheriff, but it is what it is. But anyway, the figure that I ended up getting was this.
Oh, nice.
And it looks pretty decent. It's a third party. So it's not really the best, but it looks
That's
pretty
cool,
good. I
though.
like the
So it's
clothing
more
on it.
Woodrow than Woody.
Yeah, really. So here's the weird thing. This is totally out of character, but one of the head sculpts that he comes with is him smoking a cigarette. I don't know why he would come with that, and he comes with a number of different odd looking hands. But anyway, the reason why I bought him is because I have I have a Buzz Lightyear, and I have the Hot Toys Buzz Lightyear, and then I have the Buzz Lightyear that's made by, I believe it's Gonzo. I think that's the name of the company. I thought this guy was going to be the same size as the Buzz Lightyear, and when I got it, the Buzz Lightyear towers over him.
You've got the other Woody though, haven't you, Brian? You've got the one that you've modded, put a different head on, because I've got the creepy one here. I've got the creepy big, the 1950s looking one.
I do have that one, yes, and that was the one I put the Tom Hanks
yes
on top of that one. So I was like, all right, well, at least I can put those two figures together. But it's okay. I can still do some things with it. If not, I'll get some photos, and then he'll just disappear. So,
there's a smoke in my face.
So, I mean, it's nice to it's cool.
Ooh, I see collaboration opportunity there with Jesse for some
Red
Dead photos. That's what we ought to do.
I do have some other stuff in the works, because I believe next week there's supposed to be another figure that's supposed to get released. It's a third-party release, but there's another company that's releasing a John Marston from Red Dead Redemption. So I'm definitely going to take that John Marston and put with the Arthur Morgan. Anyway, the other figure I got, this is just one other guy that I got, but I've been wanting to get him for a while, and I'm so glad that I finally got him. But I managed to get.
Ooh, what a great figure!
That's
amazing.
I mean, the detail in this guy. Oh my gosh!
Wow!
Oh my gosh! I mean, I'm like really impressed with him. I just wanted to figure because of Ray Stevenson. I mean, because I have a third-party Punisher figure with the Ray Stevenson Punisher, so I was like, this is going to be good. Which at some point I'm going to see if I can swap the head and see if I can maybe make an old-looking Punisher, and just kind of look like a guy who's kind of like the same thing as what you see with Batman. You see an older Bruce Wayne. I'm thinking about trying to get an older,
I'm going to do a younger Balin as well. So I'm going younger. I'm going Benjamin Buttons, and you're going, right?
I was thinking about doing that, but the only thing is, I was like, what? Because the only Ray Stevenson head sculpt I have is where the Punisher, and his hair is slicked back. So I'm like, can that still work? So I don't know. I might try it. To see how it goes.
Completely forgotten that he played Punisher too.
Yeah, and
that's a memory to bring back. Thank you.
For me, I think he was the most comic book accurate Punisher that I've seen portrayed in the movie.
I had heard that. Yeah,
he did. He's so brilliant. Such a great actor. I'm rewatching Dexter. I'm on the final season 8, but he was in season 7, wasn't he? He was the Ukrainian gangster guy. Fantastic actor.
Yes, it's just so good. So I mean, if nothing else, I wanted to get the figure to just pay a respect to the guy, because he was really, really, really good. He was just really nice. I enjoyed him. Seeing a lot of movies that he was in. I mean, he really had me funny. Had me laughing in the movie Other Guys.
I've not seen that.
It's a movie with Mark Wahlberg and
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, and Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Yep.
And so he played like this other like henchman type guy, and he was absolutely funny in that movie as well. So if you see the other guys, it's
Okay, I'll check
Yep.
that out.
it's a nice, very funny movie.
Definitely worth watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ray Stevenson does comedy. I can't imagine.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So he was good. He was definitely good. So now we're gonna take a look, because we're gonna take advantage of the fact that you are here.
Yes.
We have a few photos that were brought in, that we normally do some critiques on some photos. So we have some images that we're going to take a look at, and basically what we do is we take a look at them and we give our feedback on the images, whatever creative tips that we can give to these photographers. We want to be able to offer that to them. So we're so glad to have you here so we can hear your expert advice on some of these photos that we're going to.
Don't feel bad, Mandy. We don't know anything either. It's all smoke and mirrors. Like, I've got a prepared script over here that I have AI generate every week.
Yeah.
Good plan. I almost wore my polo neck so I could look like
Right. Yes.
Well, if she does that, then that means we have to start wearing ascots and maybe.
So I would say, if nothing else, you can wing it, and you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So let's go ahead and pull up the first photo that we have, and here we go.
Ooh.
This is nice. This is Adam Ant-Man. Looks like this is
cool.
Transformers.
Yeah.
This is, and I'm assuming
Thundercracker and Bumblebee.
Yeah, and it looks like I'm assuming these are supposed to be like explosions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah, too dark though for it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that would be my thing about it. It's like, I understand that you would have, black smoke, coming through an explosion and things like that, but you would have more fire than smoke, and that's one of the things that I'm not sure exactly what was used to create the explosion, but I can give you some advice on what I've used in the past, where I basically just took like a milk jug, like a milk carton, cut off the top, turn it upside down, and then take cotton swabs, and just put it all over the whole thing. Just glue them, and you can just use like regular Elmer's glue or some model glue or whatever. Just put them all over there, and then just spray paint it. I would use 3 colors. I would use black, yellow, and red, and then just do a mixture of, because when you put the yellow and red, obviously they'll make the orange color, and it'll get that. But once you do a mixture of that all around, it'll look like an explosion. And then you just basically take a light and put it inside the container, turn the light on, and it brightens all the colors.
Oh my gosh, that's a brilliant idea.
So it'll totally look like flames, going through the whole thing, and it'll look fantastic. But yeah, and then you can, if you like, the dimmer the light, the more black comes in to show the smoke, and then the brighter you make the light, the more red and the orange comes in, and the black will kind of go down a little bit. So that's how you can play with the lighting, with because it'll shine through the cotton balls and whatnot. But yeah, it's
because the fire starts from and then radiates out, doesn't it, and fades. That's brilliant. That's a genius idea.
Yeah,
to plug another channel, if you want to see some really, really amazing diorama and explosion effects, Boyle Eye Hobby Time. This guy builds some incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he uses the cotton balls. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
Oh my days.
Yeah. And I will say, for instance, for this image right here, where you have like the flames going out like this, just put the cotton balls on there and just stretch them.
Yep.
and you stretch the cotton balls, and then you just put your paint on there, and it'll look like little pieces flying out.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's what I would recommend for something like this. But yeah, but other than that, I would say the framing is really good. I like this is some of this like a nice Photoshop effect, After Effects on there.
It draws you in, doesn't it? It draws you in, and the bokeh in the background and stuff, and then like the Transformers, brilliant.
Yes, yeah. I think this is a really good shot. Let's see. So what's the next one we got? We have here. Oh, this is Bram.
Yep.
Continuing the story on this Bram. If you get a chance, Mandy, to look at this is actually like a whole story that Bram has been showing with his image, because the image started out with. So this is Link from Zelda, and he's actually in this truck driving. So the way he started out the thing was he was going out to his garage and open it up, and you see the truck, and then he gets in the car, and then he was showing images of him driving down the street with the car, and then there was this creature right here, which pretty much came out of nowhere and landed on top of the truck, and it looks like Link was getting attacked, but then Mando shows up and saves the day. So
brilliant
fight right here. So so this is the continuation of the story.
What a fantastic shot.
Yeah, it's a great use of set pieces and everything. I would say the lighting on it is really good for me. My only thing is that it's not that much light right here, so it's kind of hard to tell what he's. If you don't know the whole story, it's kind of hard to tell what this actually is. So that's my only thing. But I think really it comes the lighting is good. It's like he got the light on his face from the dash.
And I love the fact that he turned his head.
Just genius.
Yeah, so you can really see. So I would say multiple lights, and then the backdrop that's on the thing. So yes, it's a good shot. So what do you think, Mandy? What do you think about it?
It's genius. In fact, I looked in Toytography today, the Facebook page, and there's a couple by Bram that I liked. Just amazing. Like some pictures you see and they just make you turn your head and you go, oh my days, look at that. It's just brilliant. It's like back to the drawing board. Honestly, that is just like brilliant. Just brilliant.
Okay, so that's what he was saying. He was struggling to get the light on the dragon. Yes, I can understand that, because it's a dark color.
Yep.
A dark color that they use for the dragon, so I can understand it's kind of hard to get a lighting on there. So yeah. And you have
how much light would you have on there anyway in real life? There's a little bit coming up from the headlight, but if it was in dark wood anyway, you wouldn't.
Yes.
What I do sometimes, I push the shadows up a little bit more, just to sort of lift the bits I want to. But it looks realistic. That's what I love. And it does make you look good if you're going in going, whoa. And then you see like Link's face. I love Link. I always play Link when I play Mario Kart.
Yes. Yeah. The only thing so I know that the light that's shining from here would make sense, shining on the tree, shining on the bush here, and also getting this part here. For here, I would kind of introduce a white light, only because I would try and maybe simulate
like the moon
moonlight
or something. Coming from backlight.
Yes, and I think with that would kind of help distinguish the two, because you would see the white from the top, and then the yellow would just be coming, from the headlight. And so that's one of the things you can do to kind of show the difference in there. But that's really that's going to take some trial and error. when it comes with the lighting. But really, the lighting is minor in comparison to all the things that
It's
are
just amazing. That's such an amazing shot.
It's a really good image.
And the behind the scenes shots are even better because the scale, you just go,
wow. right. This is really, I think it's a good job, man. I mean, literally each scene has been really depicted well. So good job for you, sir. Thank you for submitting.
Amazing.
The image we have. Oh, this is nice. You know, this is a slightly different because normally we would get, you know, these portraits that we would get, you know, close up shots of the face and everything. So this is
I know this is my mate. This is Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So start to see a little more and got the smoke all around. So yeah, this is another good thing. I like this.
Gorgeous.
This is nice.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Properly used, you cannot go wrong with smoke.
Yeah.
No. It is. It's great, and I think Jay uses a Ulanzi because I've got a Smoke S.
Okay.
I can't think what mine, but it's brilliant. You can get it to run like water, can't you? And then it falls on the bottom, and then just go, and then it comes up behind, and then get your shot as it's rising. So much fun. But then the smoke alarms go off. I don't know if they do for you, Jay, but it's always boom, boom, boom. It's like, turn it off. It's like, it'll go in a bit.
But I mean, it's still, I have one of those little fog machines, like a real small one. And I like the way the smoke comes down and then it just pulls along the floor, and then you just do this like so a funny little story. I was using it just a few days ago. I was using my smoke machine, and I had the smoke pouring out, and I had my son with me because I had him. I was like, just hold the tube that the smoke comes out, and you know, we'll just slowly get out. And I had a remote for the thing, so I was just turning up the propeller for it to kind of push out the smoke. Well, my son, I guess he thought, Dad, the smoke's not coming out fast enough. So he went there and he was like, Dad, let me just blow on the smoke and then I'll get it going. But I knew he didn't understand, you know, like how light, even though it looked heavy, the smoke is light. So he was like, Dad, let me just blow on the smoke and I'll get it. I was like, no, don't do that. And by the time I said that, he was, you know, I mean, the smoke just went all out. So he had this look on his face like, oh, wait, did I just? So I was like, it's all right. I said, just wait for more to come out and stuff like that. But, you know, because like I said, it looks heavy when it just kind of pulls because it looks like it has a weight to it and stuff.
It does.
But yeah.
They're amazing. I only got one. I think me and Jay got one. We got ours at a similar sort of time because we were chatting, you know, like looking which ones to get. And, but I thought, oh man, I could use it for like Halloween dog shoots. Well, I try it with my dog because I don't know how they'd react to it. But yeah, you could, because it's not just for figures, is it? It spreads, like you say, it spreads just a small amount. It's like,
right. Yes, and see that's it. So this is another thing. It's like, yes, you can overdo it with the smoke. You do. It's like it's you have to just be very subtle with it. I mean, just like lighting, you know, it's like lighting can be your friend, but if you don't use it properly, it can oversaturate, you know, your images, or sometimes it'd be too dark and you know, you're not really showing the highlights of what you want to be. But if you get it down and you get it down right, it's a phenomenal tool to
it also reflects the light, doesn't it? You know, if you've got a light, like a constant light, and the smoke comes in, it lifts, you know, that how it's brilliant, and it's very organic because every shot you could probably, Jay could set his smoke machine off and every shot would look different. You know, you might take 10 shots and it's like, that's the one, you know, just because how it's twirling and moving, and you know, and you couldn't achieve that exactly again, could you? That's what I love about photography, without sounding like a complete and utter knob. You know, it's just that moment in time, isn't it? I mean, figure photography, they don't move, so that's brilliant. But things like, you know, the smoke, because it's organic, you know, that moment in time is just frozen, and it will never happen again. It's just brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm flipping love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it just makes you just want to use more, and the more you use, the more you become comfortable with it, and yeah, it can really become your friend. So yes. Next, this is from Maz. This is Mike. Mike is. I mean, he's been doing this for a while. He's definitely a veteran to toy photography and lighting and stuff. And so this is absolutely fantastic. And I know the backdrop he's using is the ubiquitous set. So yeah, you can really do a lot with these with this set, because it's just so much stuff. I bought this set before it was kind of introduced over here in the States. So I bought it from someone who is just, they had a bunch of sets left over. So when you buy one set, it's mainly for 6-inch figures. So I had to buy 2 sets and double up. And that allowed me to do it for 1/6 scale figures, for 12-inch figures. So I love using it. But the whole thing is just like, which I gotta say, Mike, I know, man, when you're building this thing, I know how your thumbs feel, because it's a number on your fingers. Oh my gosh, you'll be in so much pain. I think it took me a few days just to build this little hallway that I wanted. By the time I was done and got all the wiring in, I'm like, you know what? It's gonna stay just like this. Build anything else, I'm good. I'm just gonna use this for other things, because it's a nice hallway where I can rotate it, use whatever I want. But yeah, him using it right here, this is fantastic. This is
well, and I liked what he said in the chat about he cut it all up to install his own lighting.
Yeah,
wow,
that's just spectacular. Yeah. And again, we've got that blue light, orange light playing off.
Gorgeous. And it's a beautiful soft light as well, isn't it? It's just like, ooh, look at that.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
And that was the other thing. So the one that I bought, it did come with lighting, and that was the thing. I had to wire it all through the sets to kind of get, and that was such a pain.
Oh my days.
The lights that I have go on both sides, so I literally had to fit the wiring through the whole thing and then go across the top and then go around the other side. So like I said, by the time I was done, I was like, I am not changing this thing. This is going to stay a permanent hallway. It is totally fine just the way it is, but it's fantastic. It is totally fantastic. So yes, my hat off to you for doing this thing, because it's a good job. But yeah, the lighting is really good on the shots. And did he add?
The poses as well are fantastic.
The guns and everything.
Wow.
And I found that there's a third-party person, I think that'll actually you can buy these head sculpts with LED lights on the inside, so you can light them up if you wanted to. But
I bet fusion reactors could do something, couldn't they? Because Hendrew, if you throw anything at him and go, "I've got this, could you do that?" He'd do it.
Right. Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's you gotta have patience, but I mean, yeah, you can. This actually makes you want to maybe change some stuff up, because I mean all the little pipes, like I have that as well. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go grab it real quick, because I have it right here in the next room, and I can show you guys how this thing is set up.
I like Doc Nader's comment. He's got 2 sets, and his fingers have never forgiven him.
And what scale are these then? What scale are these, Dan?
I believe these are 1/12 scale.
Nice.
In fact, it looks like, yep, Steve says BBTS has it in stock.
Yeah, they are 1/12. They are I mean, they're pretty small, but oh my gosh, the detail.
I may have to get myself a couple.
Yes. So this is the thing. I'll show you guys real quick. This is what I built with it.
Mike said those figures are 1/18.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's right. 1/18. Yes. Yeah, they're small. They are small, but they have some really good detail. But this is what I built with mine.
Oh.
Wow.
That's
so
fantastic.
I had to put a whole bunch of stuff in there just so that I can get all the lights and wires and everything. But this whole thing lights up. and then from the top, that's where you plug in, the wire and turn it on and stuff like that. But yeah, it took me a long time.
Amazing.
This thing, and by the time I was done, I was like, I'm through. This is gonna stay just like this. So, but yeah, I love using this thing. It is absolutely fantastic. But you can do a number of different things with it.
I was going to say, how versatile is that as well, with all different scenarios? That's amazing.
Yeah. So I totally enjoy it. So it's cool. It definitely serves a purpose with it. So yeah. So again,
Brilliant.
as always, Mike, great job on the photo, man. This is.
I love the colors as well. It's just gorgeous. Love the hazy background. Just gorgeous.
Yeah. It totally fits. This is a good job.
See, Mandy, this is stuff we get treated to every week.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. So this is just great stuff. This was Ray Costa. This is
nice.
They're hanging out in Tatooine or somewhere. So,
yeah, there's a moisture evaporator. I'm going to say Tatooine. It looks like they're probably just leaving Owen and Baru's house.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So yeah, this is a good shot. From here I can kind of tell that this is a separate backdrop. This, and mainly because with a spot like this, is like you wouldn't really see a whole lot of shadows. Like you would definitely see a shadow from him from there, but having a shadow on the side of his face there, that kind of kills the illusion a little bit. And also the same thing for this one. Yeah. So that's my only thing that, and also the lighting is a little inconsistent for it, but still I'd say it's a good shot.
Well positioned on the figures as well. I always find when you group in figures, like it's kind of hard when you've got more than one, isn't it? So you've got to get them so they've each got their little space, but they work together. So these poses are really cool.
Yeah, and for this, honestly, I would zoom out a little bit too, just to get more of the figure, because you can see right here, like the gun is kind of cut off here, and this from the top as well. So yeah, it's 90s toothpaste. So yeah, but it does have that kind of like that classic look to it. But yeah, this is that's my only thing is the lighting, and I would want to see more of the image. So I would say kind of zoom out just a little bit, just so you can see more of everything. And also, this is the other thing I want to mention before, because I've seen a couple other photos like this. So this is my advice on that part. Just take the photo with everything. Get everything in the shot and crop it later.
Crop it, yeah.
If you're trying to crop it like in camera, you'll end up losing more than what you want. And so it's best to just go ahead and just zoom and get the whole thing. Just zoom out and get the whole thing, and then just crop it in post or whatever. It's that way you don't really lose some things that you really didn't want to lose in there, and also just for future later down the line, if ever there's a time where you want to print your photos, you sometimes take it to a place to have it printed, and sometimes you will crop it at an area, and then when you want it printed, they will have to crop it more.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's best to just, have a lot of space.
Yeah.
Give a lot of space. So if they have to crop it, you still don't lose, any area of the image. So it's best to just grab everything.
Well, and to tailgate on with what you're saying too, because of all of the open space around them, they're clumped so close together that if he were to pan it back a little bit, you could actually spread the troopers out just a little bit more.
Right.
And that's going to help play with the lighting issues that we're seeing.
Yeah.
But it's also going to convey, like we talk about, a wider depth of field. It's going to give a little bit more front to back depth, and you're not going to look, the photo looks busy, even though there's really nothing going on in it because they're so clumped together. So I completely agree.
Yeah.
Pan it back a little bit, spread the figures out just a little bit more, because I mean, realistically, if you were to see 3 soldiers walking through the desert like this,
yeah,
they're not likely going to be that close together.
True. That, and yeah, that's the other thing. Unless they are approaching an area where it's starting to get narrow, then it's like, then you would see them coming together. It does tell a little bit of a story because like the 2 troopers on the side are looking off to the distance. So it's like doing a search while their leader is, looking ahead. So it does tell a bit of a story. So I would say your posing is good. Your posing is good to, I like doing that sometimes too. I like just posing the figure. And if they're looking straight ahead, it's an okay story. But whenever you pose a figure and they're kind of looking off to the distance, your mind already starts to wonder, what are they on? What's going on over there? So yeah, it's like, what are they distracted by? So it's a cool thing. So I would say, yeah, this is it's good. It's definitely a good shot. So yes, too soon. Too soon. You don't know what's going on in the background here. So yeah. So Windman showed up. Oh, hello. Glad to see you. And we had someone asked a question. I saw someone asking the question before. It was yes, that is the ubiquitous dial. I think you can still find it in some places, but the stuff that they have now doesn't have. I don't think they have the lights. I think that's the only downside. Is now the only sets you can buy is sets without lights. But hey, you can learn some things from Mike. Learn how to put in your own, do your own lighting.
That's right.
It just gotta work with that. So it's cool. Yeah. And so that's what I was thinking too. And I've done that. I've actually taken photos where I use a computer monitor. And if I had, if I had my frame go a little too far, you see my back wall. so I totally understand it. But what you could do to kind of play around with that is adjust where your figure is and also adjust where your camera is. Mm-hmm. So if you need to put the figure closer to the monitor, but not so close to where there's a shadow on the monitor, you definitely don't want to do that. But if you kind of play around with it a little bit, you can kind of pull it off, or you can maybe squeeze them all in. I mean, like I said, it would make sense to have, if the 3 of them were approaching like a narrow area, it would totally make sense that the 3 of them be together. But again, that's my only thing is like the shadow, like you have a shadow here, which makes sense because it's the shadow from him. But then you have another shadow right here on the side of his face here. And then you have another shadow here. And that's the thing. It's like the sun, you would have gotten the sunlight all the way around and all the way around here. And then only see the shadow there. So actually that's the same thing. So you can kind of see a shadow right here as well. I mean, I understand you got if they're on Tatooine, there's 2 suns. So
yeah.
And apparently that's not a screen. That's a photo he found.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's a photo. Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. So here's some other advice that I could use for that. So I just recently started using photo backdrops for some when I'm using my 1/12 scale figures, which are the 6-inch ones. I'll sometimes have another light behind my figure shining directly down on the photo so that the photo gets the light that it's supposed to get. So if it's moonlight or something like that, then I have a white light shining on it. Or if it's an area where it's like kind of a dark area, I have like a, like an orangish tone or a yellowish tone to it. Whatever that lighting is, I'll match the light just so that I don't shine the light on my figure, and then the figure creates a shadow on my photo as my backdrop. I'd put another light behind it so that it'll kind of cancel out that shadow and still be able to work with it. So there's some other creative ways that you can put it off. But yeah, it's a great shot. I still like I said, it tells a bit of a story there. So really, really good, sir. Good job. Good job. And the sun's right there on the right. Okay. So yeah, so that does it for these photos. So there's another series of photos that we're going to take a look at. These photos we're not going to critique. These are just photos that were just submitted by the people in the Facebook group that we have, the Toytography Facebook group, which again, I want to say thank you guys for being a part of the group. I know that Facebook has a thing set up where you can, make a post saying thank you. This is just me. I feel it more personal saying it here.
Yeah.
I really want to say it here because I just cannot express enough how I appreciate you guys so much. Just being a part of the group, joining us here on the channel, purchasing the magazines, because this is all for you guys, and so I'm just grateful for that, and especially all of the feedback that we received for the game show. Thank you for that, because I didn't know how that show was going to turn out. I was really nervous about making sure it was pulled off right, and so your feedback on it is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much. Keep sharing because we want to get the show to grow, and like and subscribe to this as well, because I'm just gonna say, I really wasn't gonna say much about it, but I will. I don't have any problems with saying it right now. The cash prize, the grand prize cash money that we gave for George being the winner, I proudly gave that money from my own pocket.
Oh.
And so I'm glad that I was able to do that. And so yeah, it was in it, and to give it to to someone really I felt was very deserving of it, because he really put a lot and put his all into working his way, because Alberto gave him a run for his money. So
yes, he did.
He did that. So George, he really, in that final image, he was like, this represents me, because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that whole thing. So yeah, so I was so glad to be able to do that and give and everything. And so I would like to do that again. that kind of hinges on the popularity of the show. so it's like when the show starts getting like super popular and everything, and then that's just like, okay, that cash flow is coming back. So that was
brilliant.
I want to be able to do that again, and possibly give more. That's really what I would like to do, because again, that was just my way of saying you guys are so good, and I appreciate you guys so much. And there's people who love my photos, but I just want to say I'm not the only one. There's so many people out there that receive or should receive just as much credit as all of us. So I'm just I'm glad that everybody gets the attention that they deserve in this whole thing, because we all can, as I've said before, I've said it to Dan, we all have the ability to rise all at once.
Absolutely.
So I guess you could say that was me putting my money where my mouth was. So
amazing.
Truth be told, Brian inspired me, which is why there was a second place cash prize. But I think the best part about all of it was, we could have looked at the other sponsors and asked them to contribute. But the truth of the matter is, and this is what this is where my respect for Brian is just, just right through the roof. He said the same thing to me. He says, we're doing this, and I want the people who are going to be part of it to understand just how much we appreciate what they do for this community.
Yeah.
And so then when he said what that was going to be, I'm like, well, all right. So what can we do for second place? Because second place should get something because he's working just as hard.
Yes.
And then for Nerdzoic to come in and put in the store credit.
Yes.
It just
that was the other thing. Dan, the $250 prize that came from Dan's pocket on there. So it's like,
but it was all based, it was all following your lead. I mean,
yes.
We
just really just want to just show you guys just how much you're all appreciated and everything. So anyway,
that's
I'm
amazing. Amazing.
So hit smash subscribe.
Yes.
Please. So we're going to take a look at these other photos here. Again, these are photos that were submitted by our members who we're still growing. We're now up to 450 members in our group now, and going beyond that. So these photos were submitted by our members. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we got.
Ooh,
that's
cool.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jay.
I like the effect on the ring. That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. Fantastic stuff. I like this one too.
Oh,
this is really cool.
Can't go wrong with turtles.
I know, right?
Come on, Hot Toys.
I know, yeah. It's like either them or Hano, somebody do something.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like the lighting.
Love the colors. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Cool.
Yes, I believe this was Lou. Lou submitted an image on this one. This was good.
Nice.
Oh,
that's so cute.
Homage to Val Kilmer.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Ooh. Yeah. There's a battle I wouldn't mind seeing.
Right. Yeah, I believe Harold Ruiz did that one. This is another one from Maz. This is good. Another good one. Yeah, just so much talent. This is another one that I was really good.
Fantastic.
Yes.
See, Mandy, this is why you either have to, come on more or watch the show because
That's nice.
Yeah.
Look at the little people. Yeah, that's brilliant. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's gorgeous.
I love the lighting on that. That was really cool.
I think I've actually used that New York City background on my computer.
Yeah.
That's fantastic as well.
Yes.
That's very, very cool.
It really does look like good. Oh,
yes.
Flipping heck. So good.
The details in the eyes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the other thing. Over the time, we've seen a lot of these images come in from other people, and we've been able to watch people improve, just with their lighting. So this is fantastic.
It's nice the way everyone bounces off each other as well.
Yes.
That's like light. It bounces.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's always been the goal, is to make the community, because you get other communities and hobby communities, and all they do is bicker and backbite.
Yeah.
The plan here has always been, how can we lift each other up? And
right.
Brian's the master of that.
It always panned out. Yeah, absolutely. What you guys have done, it's phenomenal, and it's selfless as well. It's just brilliant.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yes, and I think that's actually the old Matrix diorama piece a while back. But there you go.
I think one time you should do one where everybody has to have their ears out.
There's actually a 1/6 scale link that's supposed to be coming out soon. So
really, I think I saw that. Yeah, when it was, I didn't pre-order it, but looks good.
Yes, we'll see what it looks like when it finally gets released. But yeah.
Oh wow!
Brilliant.
Light and the smoke effect is This is really cool. Very well done.
Oh, fantastic.
They actually put them in the freezer.
I see it.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good shot. It is good.
I do love black and white.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Looks like there's a little bit of a spider right there in the foreground, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like outdoor shots too, because natural light, it does really good with natural light.
Look at those thighs. She could squash your head, couldn't she? Squash it like that.
Like a walnut between those things.
Right.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I love this one.
That.
I love nostalgia. I love.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, we'd break these leaves off the trees. They were like pine ones. Rub them in. Oh, so good.
Wow.
I love that.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, this is. Really
I love the bullet effects. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
The motion, you can feel the motion. That's ace as well.
Right. Yeah.
I need to start investing some more money in effects and dios.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you can go out to a hardware store and buy some foam pieces, and some things are actually pretty simple to create. So,
that's so cool.
Playing with the Star Wars character, that's nice. That's a nice touch.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Ooh.
This is.
I like the hand placement over the kid's head.
Yeah.
In the new movie.
Very natural, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. I love this.
This is
that's a dressy picture.
Brilliant.
Good job, Jesse. Oh,
this
see,
one, it's like I love this so much.
Right.
Just the position of Mando and stuff. Just great.
Right.
And this one, brilliant.
Yeah, I love
so cool.
Yes. All right, that was. Oh, he was. I don't know if that was short round. That might have been. I don't know. It might have been short round. It is. That would be cool if it was. Yes. Well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Flipping.
So again,
well
thank
done,
you
everyone.
for submitting these photos. It's always great to see you guys. Posting your work and everything. Thank you so much for constantly submitting your work. Also, I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. We have had some new members recently. I'll make a post today about it. But one of the things we like to do is promote everybody in there. So I'm going to make another post today. I've done it before, but I'll do it again just for the sake of the new people who joined in. But I'll make a post today for everyone to put in their Instagram links.
So
we can follow everybody. Because everyone likes to see their rub elbows with other people. So, that, again, we can all learn from and things like that, and again, just like I said, just lift everybody up, so we can continue to all grow at the same.
There's
time.
enough room on our door at the end of Titanic for everyone, isn't
there? Yes,
that's
we
right.
would not leave anyone in the water. We could just make a pyramid and we'll stay up, all of us, or take it in turns. You're in the water for half an hour, now you're out. And do it around. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We can all get
no troll left behind, Brian.
Right.
No troll left behind.
Right.
I am officially declaring that Mandy is a keeper.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. To answer that question, yes, on Saturday when we do our show, yes, we are going to do some more photo critiques on Saturday as well. Pretty much the show that we do on Saturday will be the same as the show that we're doing right now. So we'll do some, any kind of new stuff, because I actually have some new things that are coming in the next couple of days. So I have some other, so we'll do some figures. We might, if there's time, I might be able to do maybe a little unboxing thing. I'm not sure how you guys feel about doing unboxing figures and stuff, because I do unboxings every now and then. But I don't know how you guys feel about unboxing figures and gear and stuff. I'll leave that up to you guys if you guys want to see stuff.
Yeah,
like
let us know in the Facebook page in the comments here.
Yeah, let us know if you want to see some unboxings of figures, because we can do that if you guys want to see more of that. That's totally fine. But
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've got 4 of them by the time I get home tomorrow. It's going to be awfully tough to hold off until Saturday. But I will save 2 of them for Saturday and then 2 to talk about next Wednesday as well.
That's good self-control, that is.
No.
Yes.
I can't wait. I'm a little kid at Christmas.
Yes. So but as far as Saturday is concerned, it'll pretty much be the same show. We're just doing a special show this Saturday. Honestly, I wanted Andrew to show up next week. But considering the time, we weren't able to do that. So it was like, why don't we just do a Saturday show? So we'll just it'll be just a special show, but it'll pretty much be the same. It'll just be a show that we do where we'll do photo critiques, and then we'll take a look at some other photos that were submitted in the group and things like that. But that's pretty much what we will be doing. So
Graham had a request, but I think we had to do Saturday based on Andrew's availability.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the only thing. He said he was available at 4 p.m. Eastern. So that was the thing. I was totally okay. But actually, you know what? Bram, just for you, man, I will ask Andrew to see if he's okay with doing it a little, maybe just hold off on 1 hour, see if he's able to. If he's okay with doing that, then we'll make the change and we'll make the announcement for it. So we'll go ahead and we'll make it.
You know why we're willing to do that for you, Bram? Do you know why? Because those link photos are freaking amazing. That's why, man. We'll at least we'll make the effort. We'll make the effort, and we're doing this because we care. That's right. We love you, Bram, and we want you to be able to watch.
If there's any kind of change, then yes, we'll post about it, and we'll see if everyone is able to join us and everything. But hopefully, you guys will be able to do it. Yes,
I think that's going to be the new hashtag. Hashtag Lady Mandy's a keeper. Let's get that going.
Yes. Well, if nothing else, Mandy, we are so grateful for, because I know it's getting pretty late for you.
Yep.
What are we on? Ooh, 20 past 11. Flipping heck. Look at that.
Yes.
I can't do this camera thing.
Do you have anything special going on this week that you're doing there?
I'm trying to think. Nothing. I'm doing Sunday Collectors Lounge with Lael and the boys.
Okay.
I've got physio in the morning at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Get a bit more movement in my arm.
Yes.
And then not a lot at the moment. A bit of a lady of leisure. I want to do a Dexter photo shoot because I'm rewatching it all at the moment. So I've got some cling film, and I've got obviously Dexter.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
And I got a really cool body for this. It's a Hot Toys body, but it's quite hench, so it's got quite a nice broad shoulders. And then I've got a couple of these.
Oh,
and I've got
okay.
a bison body, so obviously we cling film them on, and then we can.
One of those.
Yeah, my mate that does all my painting for me, he's repainted. Not that they needed a lot, but his subtlety, his skill. So he repainted these because they looked a little bit plasticky. So what he did was he filed down all the little plastic bits, so they look more realistic. And there's a slight difference in colour on the handle. It's very subtle, but obviously in photographs it picks it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So they don't look as plasticky. The light's a bit bright if I bring them back a bit.
Oh, okay.
That ring light, yeah. So he's done a fantastic job. Like I say, any of the little seams, he's sanded them all down. Bless him. Thank you, Peter. You're a knobhead, but I love you. But yeah, so I'm planning to do that. I might have time on Friday. If not, I'll have a go next week. Yeah, there's a couple of other photo shoots I've got ideas for, but whether or not I'll get round to them this week, probably
I know,
not.
right?
But yeah,
Yeah.
because while I'm at home, when I'm at the studio, I've got lights set up, but at home, this is like a computer room, so it's full of junk and everything, all my guitar stuff, all my camera stuff, everything. So I have to take it all downstairs, set it all up, and then get everything set up, and then I don't know, but it keeps me fit. Keeps me fit.
It does, yes. That is the upside to all of that. It's like constantly moving around and lugging everything. So
absolutely,
yes. I you know what I will say, I kid you not, I have so there's a little park that's close by, and there's like rocks and there's little trees around there, and it's a nice area for photos. I kid you not. So I don't want to lug a whole bunch of stuff. So I have one of those little wagons, to take the stuff. So here it is. You got a grown man walking down the street with a wagon full of toys. Ready to go and take some photos. It's like, what is this dude doing? Thankfully, the wagon is high enough so you can't see what's in there. But yeah, that's.
But people are interested because Chris, that's on the feed, that got me into this whole toy photography thing. I bought a figure and I called him Joseph, and I created a life for him. And then I met Chris, she did like a female doll, and they kind of met up, and and then we met up in person, and we took our dolls,
okay.
And we met up, and we did a little shoot, and I was really embarrassed. It's like, I don't think I could do this. I'm so shy. And she was like, "Come on, we'll just do it." And people were stopping, going, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, those Barbies have come on a bit, haven't they?" So people were really interested, and it was such a fun day. But you've got your bag of stuff and your toys, and then we met again in the park. We took our horses, our 1/6 horses, so that was fun. Yeah.
See, I'll tell you, it's
keeping the kid alive, isn't it?
Yeah. That is the thing. It's keeping the kid inside of us, keeping it alive. So yes, I totally agree with that.
Are we weirdos? Yeah, we are. Is it all right? Yeah, it's
absolutely.
Fine. Yes. And proud of it.
Absolutely. Yes, Chris. It was. She gave me courage. You gave me courage. She's brilliant at making dios as well. And she knits clothes. She's fantastic. I'm like that. Yeah. It was very, very good. Yes, we should. Definitely.
Very nice.
So here's what you do, Mandy. When you and Chris do this again.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do a little documentary video so that we can post it up and share it.
Bring someone else along to film the whole thing, or maybe just tie a camera to your dog and just have her just sit while you guys.
There you go. Upside view.
I bought a little mic. I've got 2 little mics now that just clip in there. So
there you go.
Chris could wear one, she could wear one, I could wear one, and we could be like,
and talk about the whole journey. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, again, Mandy, thank you very much again for
having me.
So great for having you. And we'll definitely make some time to do this again.
Thank you. It's been ace. It's been really ace. Thank you.
Mandy, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I will definitely be reaching out to you.
You too, Dan. Absolutely fantastic.
We'll get something set up.
Yep, no problem. Always available. There's like,
Yeah.
vacant all the time.
Well, again, to you guys, to everyone watching, thank you again for tuning in. Please, again, like, subscribe, share, tell everyone about it, because we're gonna have. There's so many other things that we have in store that we want to do. That's gonna be coming in. So yeah, it's we're definitely gonna be doing more. So again, thank you for tuning in to the channel, and we will see you guys on Saturday. I will make a post about it. I'll make it on Instagram, Facebook. I'll post it everywhere. After I get I'm going to put in that effort for you, Bram. I'll put in an effort for you. So if we're able to do it, then yes, we'll throw it in the time, but there will be a graphic for it later on. But again, until next time, we will see you guys on the next episode of Toytography Live. Have a great week.